Good evening, everybody. Welcome aboard. Dr. Peter Glidden here. Another live webinar event for Dr. Glidden Insiders and their guests exclusively. I'm going to do a reiteration of my webinar, What to Take and Why. I'm going to do a reiteration of my webinar, What to Take and Why, right now. And if there's time left at the end, I'll answer questions. But honestly, the intention of what I'm doing tonight is to update, so to speak, this webinar because it's important. And if you understand tonight's webinar, if you really get it, if you really grok it, if you really make it your own, all of your questions will be answered. No kidding. Because what we do here is we don't roll out specific medical programs for each individual person in the world. We don't do that. We don't treat disease. What we do is bring to the table boilerplate foundation medical nutrition strategies. Boilerplate. One size fits all. The only difference being it's dosed based upon your body weight. So if you're 100 pounds, you take half as much as if you're 200 pounds, and vice versa. So I can't emphasize this enough, that it is very important that you get these concepts straight in your head. Once you have these concepts straight in your head, everything else becomes easy, breezy, lemon squeezy. Welcome to the next iteration of What to Take and Why. Right, now we need the proper perspective, right, in order to make everything come into focus. There are basically two types of medical philosophies in the world. There's reductionism that the MDs are trained in, and reductionism argues that the human body is a machine, that there is no soul, the body cannot heal itself, the body cannot fix itself, and all illnesses must be managed with drugs and surgery. It is not your MD's job to cure anything. Their job is to manage your illness with drugs and surgery, which sometimes is entirely appropriate. On the other end of the spectrum, you have the type of medicine that you don't know anything about. It is an undiscovered country. And the pharmaceutical industry has gone to great lengths to keep you unaware of the holistic method. Because the holistic method stands in contradistinction to the reductionistic method. Holism argues the body is a complex, interrelated system of parts. There is, in fact, a soul. The body has intelligence. The body knows how to fix itself. The body wants to fix itself. And ultimately, the mission with longevity is simple. It is to support and promote your body's built-in God-given ability to fix itself. It's that simple. And that's all that we do. And interestingly enough, doing this is not complicated at all. As a matter of fact, it's the opposite of complicated. Our methodology here is to show people simple foundation medical nutrition protocols that they can use to their advantage, regardless of their diagnosis. Now, I've been doing this for over 25 years clinically. And let me tell you something, I got into this when being a naturopath wasn't sexy. It wasn't politically correct. It was looked down upon. We were the black sheep of the medical industry. Oh, yeah, he's a naturopath, under your breath, and then people chuckle and turn away. Naturopathic medicine has come a long way in 25 years. Dr. Wallach and I have been in the thick of it for a long time. And I can honestly tell you that in 25 years of clinical work, I got great results before I met Doc. I got really good results with my patients, and since I've met Dr. Wallach, the things that I've seen people recover from eclipse anything that I had previously seen. Dr. Wallach's therapeutics are more effective than anything I have been exposed to in 25 years of clinical experience as a licensed naturopathic physician. And there's a reason for Dr. Wallach's effectiveness, and this is it. Doc wrote this book, The Diseases of Exotic Animals. It's in the Smithsonian Institute now. It took 12 years of research. Cost $25 million. It was a federally funded program. Doc did 26,000 autopsies, 10 million blood chemistries and histopathologies, and it's in the Smithsonian, this book. This was a gargantuan amount of research. Pragmatic, boots on the ground, old-fashioned research, and this is the reason why Dr. Wallach's stuff is so unbelievably effective. Now, what $25 million of federally funded research, 26,000 autopsies, boiled down to, when you distill it down to the simple substance, the take-home message here is that in order for your body to optimize its structure and function, it needs 90 essential nutrients to go down the hatch every day. A nutrient is considered essential if your body needs it, but your body cannot make it. And here's the breakdown of the 90 essential nutrients: 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, and 2 essential fatty acids, for a grand total of 90 essential nutrients, and hence Youngevity's slogan, 90 for life. 90 essential nutrients to support a healthy life. 90 essential nutrients every day for the rest of your life. This is the simple message. Elegant simplicity. Now, as it turns out, in order for your body to function optimally, its nutritional tank needs to be topped off every day with the 90 essential nutrients. Every day. But it's impossible to get the 90 essential nutrients from food, and unless you're supplementing appropriately, your body's nutritional tank is not full. It's less than half full. You can secure about 30 to 40% of your body's nutrient needs just from eating from the 4 food groups. You know, just from eating. Because we don't recommend the 4 food groups here. That's another story that I'll get into shortly. But just from eating what most people consider a healthy diet, you can secure about 30 to 40% of your body's nutrient needs, but then you experience the stress of life. The stress of life whittles away at your reserves. Now you're running on fumes, and now things start to break. So you run out of calcium and you get heartburn. You run out of calcium and you get arthritis. You run out of calcium and you get low back pain or unbelievably bad menstrual cramps. You run out of calcium and you get restless legs at night and bed or insomnia. Now, interestingly enough, and so forth and so on for the other 90 essential nutrients, most chronic diseases are not rooted in bad genes. They're rooted in faulty nutrition. Your body has just run out of the stuff it needs to maintain its structure and function, period. Now, to add another little crazy piece to this pie, this sociological piece, according to the Food and Drug Administration in the United States, the only thing that can treat a disease is a drug. The only thing that can treat a disease is a drug. So it would be illegal for me to put on my water bottle, you know, if I owned a water company, treats dehydration. If I did that, the FDA would confiscate all of my stuff and throw me in jail for distributing an uncontrolled substance. It's crazy. So it's very important when you are a Youngevity distributor to get it clear right from the very beginning. We do not treat disease. We do not do it. I mean, and I'm not just talking about semantics here. This is not a semantical trick. In point of fact, we do not treat disease. Even when I'm working in a private practice in a state in which I'm licensed and regulated, I do not treat disease because disease does not exist. The asthma is not the disease. The asthma is the result of the disease. The heartburn is not the disease. The heartburn is the result of the disease. There's a metabolic imbalance that's present in the body. We don't treat the result of the imbalance that the MDs do. Every single holistic medical discipline in the world supports and promotes the body's ability to fix itself. And this is the fundamental, profound difference that makes our work so very easy and so very effective. The body has a God-given ability to fix itself. Your body wants to fix itself. Your body is trying to fix itself right now. All that we do is encourage people to take nutrients into their body that support that process. That's all that we do. And it is an unbelievably effective rationale. Now, according to Longevity, our nutritional supplements, Longevity's nutritional supplements, will support and promote the structure and function of your lungs. So if someone has an asthmatic condition or congestive or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease or cystic fibrosis of the lungs, we don't treat that. We don't treat that, and we don't treat that. What we do is recommend protocols that support and promote the structure and function of the lung. Well, how about coronary artery disease? How about high blood pressure? We don't treat those. We recommend people get on board with science-based, clinically verified medical nutrition foundation boilerplate programs, the intention of which are to support and promote a healthy cardiovascular system, and so forth and so on. We don't treat arthritis. We recommend people get on board with a nutritional program, the intention of which is to support and promote the healthy structure and function of bones and joints. Period. Once you understand this, once you get it, it all becomes unbelievably easy and unbelievably clear. It's a little bit of a leap for people, because we've been socialized into believing that healing is a complicated thing, right? I mean, healing is complicated, isn't it? Isn't that what the MDs tell us, and that it should only be attempted in multi-million-dollar high-tech facilities with all this crazy technology, right? I mean, you got to have the tech stuff, right? It's complicated, sophisticated. No, it's not. Surgery is complicated. You better have a high-tech facility if you're going to try to pull out an infected kidney. Surgery is complicated. Healing is easy. Because your body wants to fix itself. Your body knows how to fix itself. Your body has intelligence. Your body is informed by a living intelligence which directs all of the millions of autonomic processes every second of every day. Your body is so smart it grew itself all by itself from a single-celled organism into you. Now, you think if it could do that all by itself, it knows how to fix itself? Well, yes. The answer is yes. So all that we do every time, regardless of the diagnosis, regardless of the complication, regardless of how many different things somebody's got going on, we deliver unto their bodies the 90 essential nutrients appropriate for body weight. We advise them to stop eating food that's gumming up the works. We get out of the way and see how far back the body bounces. This is all that we do. And it is elegantly simple and unbelievably effective. This is the best thing to happen to medicine since the invention of the sterile technique. And we're the only ones that know it. And this is why this longevity business is so important. Because people are suffering needlessly. Needlessly. And there are only a handful of physicians in the entire world that know what we know. So it's up to the Grassroots Coalition to help forward this message of health recovery through science-based, clinically verified medical nutrition. So all that we recommend people do, fill your tank up. I mean, years ago we were taught how not to pee upstream and drink downstream, right? You clean up the water supply, oh, you live longer. You have a public sewage system that works, you live longer. You don't just throw your waste into the streets. You live longer. Well, by just simply filling up your nutritional tank every day, you live longer. Not only do you live longer, but the quality of your life increases. So, thank God for Dr. Wallach. Dr. Wallach has dialed in health recovery protocols which contain the 90 essential nutrients. And he's put them together in such a way as to make it easier for people to address different organ systems of the body, right? So, for general overall health, to secure all 90 essential nutrients, the recommendation is 1 healthy start pack per 100 pounds of body weight per month. And I like to upregulate. So, you know, if you're 170 pounds, I'd recommend a 200-pound dose. Now, there's 2 ways to get the healthy pack. You can get the original healthy pack, which has a liquid calcium, and the original Beyond Tangy Tangerine. And you can get the Healthy Start Pack 2.0, which has the powdered calcium and the new iteration of the Tangy Tangerine 2.0. You decide what to do. Experiment with both and see which works better. So guess what? If there's a blood sugar issue, if, you know, it's any type of diabetes, anything at all having to do with blood sugar, the recommendation is a healthy blood sugar pack. 1 per 100 pounds of body weight per month. It's not rocket science. We also recommend the healthy blood sugar pack if people are dealing with mood disorders like depression or bipolar disease, attention deficit disorder. Not because we're treating those illnesses, but because we find when we support a healthy blood sugar in those individuals, they feel better. There's a relationship, we believe, between funky blood sugar levels and mood and attention. It's easy. Once you put the pieces together, it's a small puzzle. It's not a big puzzle. You know, there's like 10 pieces to this puzzle. You put them together and all of a sudden, voila, everything becomes clear. You have a problem concentrating, have a problem with the heart, anything that has to do with the central nervous system, anything that has to do with the central nervous system, Healthy Brain and Heart Pack. Now, the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack should have been called the Healthy Brain, Heart, and Lung Pack, because the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack has extra essential fatty acids in it, which are very good for lung health. So maybe at some point in the future they will in fact rename this the Brain, Heart, and Lung Pack. So in order to support and promote central nervous system function, heart function, or lung function, the recommendation is, regardless of the diagnosis, 1 Healthy Brain and Heart Pack per 100 pounds of body weight per month. And I don't care which one you use, the original formula 2.0, mix them up, I don't care. You tell me which one works best. Any type of a digestive issue, heartburn, GERD, esophageal reflux, Barrett's esophagus, celiac disease, inflammatory bowel disease, whatever. We don't treat disease. It's a digestive issue, right? Well, guess what? Healing is easy. You don't even need to know how to spell vitamin. You just need to be able to connect the dots. Well, it seems like a digestive issue to me. I think you should start with the Healthy Digestion Pack. I think so too. Now, the only thing that might be complicated for people, or the only other thing we might need to address here, if there's a gallbladder issue, or if somebody's had their gallbladder removed, you might not think that that's a digestive issue, but it is. So any type of gallbladder stuff also, any type, especially if people have had their gallbladder yanked, they need the Healthy Digestion Pack. Original or 2.0, 1 per 100 pounds of body weight per month is a very good place to start. Rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, traumatic arthritis, osteopenia, osteoporosis, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if you're a walking titanium joint man. You got 2 titanium shoulders, you got 2 titanium hips, you got 2 titanium knees, you got 10 titanium toes. I don't care. You don't get arthritis because you have a bad gene. You don't get arthritis because you're getting older. You don't get arthritis because you have a voodoo curse. You have arthritis because your body has run out of the stuff it needs to keep itself healthy. And why your orthopedic doctor does not know this is astounding to me. Because amongst all the conditions that I've seen people recover from with medical condition, arthritis is a slam dunk guarantee. Guarantee. You want to have $1 million longevity business? Focus exclusively on supporting and promoting healthy bones and joints. And if you look at the statistics for arthritis, it's accelerating upwards because the MDs are clueless about this. All they have is pain medication, anti-inflammatories, pain medication, anti-inflammatories, surgery, surgery, surgery. Which, by the way, according to Harvard University, doesn't work. It always fails. It's easy. We don't treat disease. We support and promote healthy bones and joints. Very, very, very easy. Now, once you've got those bases covered, those healthy packs will address most everything you're ever going to come up against in your life. Because remember, we're not complicated primary care physicians doling out specific treatment strategies for disease. We're holistic enthusiasts recommending people get foundation medical nutrition support. Period. So once you've dialed in the appropriate 90 for life pack, as far as I'm concerned, an essential mandatory add-on that everybody needs to take, everybody, regardless of age, race, creed, color, or diagnosis, is selenium. Everybody gets selenium. It prevents cancer. It prevents birth defects. It's an antioxidant. Supports liver health, supports joint health, supports skin health, supports prostate health, supports lung health, supports heart health, supports colon health. Oh my God. You don't take selenium, you're an idiot. Next time you go to a restaurant, have the waitress or waiter bring you a clue, because you need one. 2 of these capsules a day reduces breast cancer by 82%. Reduces colon cancer, lung cancer, and prostate cancer to remarkable degrees as well. And let me tell you something, folks. It is 1,000,000 times easier to prevent cancer than it is to treat it. So how do we take it? 1 bottle per 50 pounds per month, not to exceed 4 bottles a month. You can also do 1 bottle per 100 pounds a month, not to exceed 4 bottles a month. I don't really care. Try one, try the other. See what you do better on. Symptoms of too much selenium are your hair gets brittle, your nails get funky, your breath smells fishy or garlicky. If either of those things happen, back off on the dose a little bit. I take 12 capsules a day. Dr. Wallach takes 12 capsules a day. Wallach's taken 12 capsules of selenium a day for 20 years. There's no harm and no foul, but we draw the line at 4 bottles a month, regardless of your weight. Okay? Another excellent add-on, once you've got the 90 essential nutrients covered, is the Ultimate Daily Capsules. The Ultimate Daily Capsules were formulated at an alternative cancer clinic in Tijuana that Dr. Wallach worked at. The intention of this formula was to support and promote healthy circulation anywhere in the body, anywhere in the body. People are on dialysis, they need circulation support. People have clogged arteries, they need circulation support. People have numbness and tingling in their extremities, they need circulation support. Quite frankly, you could make the argument that everybody needs circulation support. I mean, why would you not want to do that? I take 6 a day. I think you should too. But we use this to support and promote healthy circulation anywhere in the body. We don't treat kidney disease. We don't treat congestive heart failure. We don't treat atherosclerosis. We don't treat hardened arteries. But we do support and promote the healthy structure and function of the body's circulatory system. And why wouldn't you do that? Again, we're loosely iterating the dosages here. Take more if you want. No harm, no foul. Take more if you want. No harm, no foul. Now, the 90 essential nutrients, right? 60 of the 90 are the minerals. That's 2/3. You know that nutritional tank that I showed you before? Most of what you're deficient in is minerals. So it's never a bad idea, ever a bad idea to add extra minerals. Because your body needs them. And you might be pleasantly surprised at how you feel once you do add extra minerals, because you don't know what you're missing. I mean, you didn't know what you were missing before you started the 90 essential nutrients, and look how much better that made you feel. My advice, add more minerals as an experiment and see how you feel. And you got 3 ways to do that. You've got the plant-derived minerals, which is just the plain minerals, purified, no flavorings. You've got the cherry mints, which is the liquid minerals, the plant-derived minerals, with cherry and apple juice added to cut the tang, to cut the metallic zing present in the unflavored plant-derived minerals. It's an acquired taste. And we have the freeze-dried mineral caps. Now, if you look at the quantity in the freeze-dried mineral caps, it's 64, which is an unusual quantity. Normally in vitamins or nutritional supplements, right, there's 30, 60, 90, 120, 180 caps, right? 64 caps, what's up with that? Well, 1 bottle of the mineral caps equals 2 ounces, 2 bottles rather, 64 ounces. 2 bottles, 64 ounces of the plant-derived minerals, freeze-dried. So 1 capsule of the freeze-dried plant-derived minerals equals 1 ounce of the liquid. So 1 bottle of the mineral caps equals 2 bottles of the liquid minerals. Okay? Now, don't worry, it's virtually impossible to overdose on any of this stuff, notwithstanding selenium. You can overdose on selenium. It's not easy. But I'd like to see somebody try to overdose on the minerals. Experiment with minerals. Take more. See how you feel. Generally speaking, 21 days is what you need to do, what you need to dial in before you can judge it up or down. 21 days as an experiment with more minerals. I think you're going to love how you feel when you do that. Now, if you cremate somebody, at least 1/3 of the ash is calcium. Your body has massive needs for calcium. Massive needs for calcium. And the MDs, because of their reductionistic philosophy, have gotten this one completely backwards. High levels of calcium in the blood are a physiological indication that you are deficient in calcium supplementation. Very, very, very difficult to take too much calcium. Everybody needs it. Everybody will be benefited from it. The recommendation in the health, it's part of the healthy pack. That's how important this is. It's part of the Healthy Start Pack. My recommendation, the same way that you experiment with extra minerals, experiment with extra calcium. See how you feel. I don't care. Do 3 extra doses a day. Make sure, however, no matter how much calcium you're taking, you take 1 dose, which is for most people an ounce, unless you're a child. 1 dose immediately before bed. Put in a little orange juice, put in a little pineapple orange juice. My favorite, taste-wise, is pineapple orange banana juice. But, you know, one man's ceiling is another woman's floor, right? Whatever works for you. Acidic juice makes the liquid calcium absorb easier into your system. So mess around with it. See how you feel. There's 3 ways to get it. The Beyond OsteoFX liquid, the Beyond OsteoFX powder, which is the most recent iteration, and the Cal Toddy. The Cal Toddy has twice as much magnesium as either of the other 2 calciums, and sometimes that's appropriate to do. If people are bothered by chronic muscle spasticity, chronic aches and pains, musculoskeletal aches and pains, oh my God, they've got big bad knots everywhere in their body, I would go with the Cal Toddy. But, you know, experiment. Try 1 bottle of each every month and see which one you feel better with. And I got to tell you something. When all of a sudden your body is replete with calcium, when you have all the calcium that you need, and then you take it away, you know, you forgot your auto ship, and so you're a week away from your calcium, you start to feel it. You get heartburn, you get low back pain, you get aches and pains, you get restless legs at night in bed, get a little anxious. Whoa, what am I anxious for? I don't know. The phone just rang. Oh my God, who could it be? It's not enough calcium. Take more. See how you feel. I calculated how much calcium would hurt you once. For a 150-pound person, I think that the answer, I think it came out to like 70 bottles a day. So, and remember, the MDs have no training, no experience, no respect, and no appreciation for medical nutrition. Zero, nada, niet. None. 9. So do not listen to anything that an MD tells you about calcium or selenium or any of the other nutrients, because they do not know what they're talking about. And in a perfect world, it would be illegal for them to do that. I mean, we don't let chiropractors tell us about open heart surgery, do we? No. But we let MDs tell us about whatever the hell they want to. And that's a problem. Glucogel. Gotta love Glucogel. Glucogel was specifically designed to support and promote the healthy structure and function of joints and cartilage, joints, ligaments, and tendons. It's part, of course, of the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack. There's a number of ways to get it. Longevity sells it in 120 caps, it sells it in 240 caps, and it sells it in a liquid form. Now, you know, it's called the practice of medicine for a reason, and we go downstream and we see what happens, we get feedback, we adjust appropriately. The feedback that we're getting lately is that people are having a better response with the liquid glucogel than they are with the caps, but that doesn't mean that everybody will. So mix it up. Do the capsules 1 month, the liquid the next month, half and half the next month. See which makes you feel better. You'll know. Your body will tell you. So don't be afraid to mix it up. The capsule recommendation is 1 cap per 10 pounds per day. The liquid recommendation is 1 ounce per 50 pounds per day. It's easy. So if you're 100 pounds, you need 2 ounces a day of the liquid. If you're 100 pounds, you need 10 capsules a day. And of course, if you need 10 capsules of anything a day, you spread that out. 3 caps in the morning, 3 caps in the afternoon, and 4 caps at night, right? Or 5 and 5, whatever floats your boat. Mix and match, see what you respond to best, but you have to dial in the appropriate dosage. If you're 200 pounds and you take 10 glucogel capsules, it ain't going to work. You must dial in the appropriate dose with the glucogel if you are attempting to support and promote the healthy structure and function of a bone, ligament, joint, or tendon. Now, one of my favorite products in the world, Fucoid Z or Z radical. I tend towards the Z radical. We're having feedback from the cystic fibrosis, muscular dystrophy folks that the capsules are better than the liquid. Once again, you got to experiment. So they've got the Fucoid Z in the capsules, and they've got the Z radical, which is the Fucoid Z plus a super juice. And we use this. There have been over 1,000 published studies in scientific journals about the positive benefits of the stuff that's in Fucoid Z and Z radical. Over 1,000 published studies. Some of the things that this has been proven to do is stimulate stem cell activity and increase something called apoptosis, which is pre-programmed cell death, which is fancy schmancy doctor talk for it kills cancer cells. Now remember, we don't treat cancer. That's illegal. We support and promote the structure and function of the body in a remarkable way. I take 8 Fucoid Z a day. 9 Fucoid Z a day. And when I run out of that, I'll switch to the Z radical. Do a couple of bottles a month. Tastes delicious, by the way. Really, really good. Makes awesome popsicles for kids, by the way. No harm and no foul in freezing any of the liquids. No harm and no foul in mixing the liquids like a mad scientist with whatever you want in order to make it taste better. No problemo. Experiment. Just make sure you're taking the appropriate dose. Which is unknown, of the Z radical. You got to take the right dose of the calcium. You got to take the right dose of the glucogel. You got to take the healthy start pack appropriate for body weight, but nobody knows with Z radical what the dose is. Nobody knows. So go crazy and give us feedback and let us know what works best for you. This is how we do it. 90 for life. Now, you can't read this, but in the top line here, in the top line right there, it says 100,000 youngsters as well as 300,000 adults die each year from cardiovascular disorders as a result from sports. This is twice the number of people that die on our nation's highways each year. This from the Centers for Disease Control. Why does this happen? Because people's nutritional tank is empty, they exercise, and something breaks. So if there's anybody in your life, in your world, that's a sports person, anybody in your life that's a sports person, give them the rebound FX. In a perfect world, they'd get the healthy start pack, one healthy start pack, and 2 selenium per 100 pounds of body weight per month, and the rebound FX. But, you know, some people can't go all in at first blush. But I'm telling you, if you've got sports people in your life, they need to be on the rebound. You need to turn them on to the rebound. Right? And the company has these little tiny sample packets. Awesome. Really great idea. You're going to save lives and you won't even know it. Just by giving people the rebound FX who are weekend warriors. And the company's got all kinds of comparison charts. It compares the rebound to Gatorade, Powerade, vitamin water. Rebound leaves every other sports drink in the dust. This is a great business building tool, the Rebound FX. Great business building tool. Again, I believe you could have a multi-million-dollar longevity business just with Rebound. Just with Rebound. You don't have to get into any of the health stuff. Just turn everybody that you know who's into sports onto Rebound, because they will feel a difference. Recovery time is shortened. Endurance on the field increases. Marathon runners they get better and better times, and they're not exhausted at the end of the event. It's a fantastic product which delivers results every single time. Nobody knows the dose. Take more. See how you feel. You got to start somewhere with it. Read what it says on the label, follow the instructions on the label, and don't be afraid to add a little bit more by way of experimentation. Now, to facilitate healing, right, all that we do, we fill up the nutritional tank with the 90 essential nutrients. We stop eating food that hurts the body. And we increase antioxidants to over 20,000 ORAC a day. We've just talked about how to fill up the tank. We're going to talk a little bit now about the foods that hurt the body. Now, it's not a good idea to let the food industry tell you what to eat. It's not a good idea to let Monsanto and General Mills and Betty Crocker tell you what to eat, because they've got skin in the game. They're not going to tell you what's healthy. They're going to tell you to eat their stuff, and you're going to believe it. And then when 1,000 people start to eat their stuff, it becomes reality by consensus, and everybody just marches in lockstep over the cliff like the lemmings. When you eat food that's inappropriate to the body, here's your nutritional tank, topped off. Good job with the 90 essential nutrients, but now you eat food that's inappropriate for the human body. You don't even know that it's inappropriate for the human body. You thought it was healthy because you listened to Dr. Oz. When you eat bad foods, they punch holes, metaphorically, in the bottom of your nutritional tank, and you run out of nutrients. You didn't have enough nutrients to begin with. Now you've accelerated the nutrient loss by eating inappropriate food. That's not a good idea. When you stop eating bad food, the body fills in those holes and the tank starts to fill up. That's a good idea. It's not a good idea to be minerally deficient. So here's the list. Everybody's favorite, the 10 bad foods. Wheat, barley, rye, and oats. Wheat, barley, rye, and oats destroy the intestinal environment. They damage and inflame and destroy the tissue in the intestinal tract that absorbs nutrients into the body. That's a bad idea. Oil in a bottle promotes oxidative stress. Oil in the bottle accelerates the destruction of healthy tissue in the body. Fried food is carcinogenic. Well done red meat is carcinogenic. Nitrates added to meats are carcinogenic. The skins of baked potatoes, yams, and sweet potatoes promote inflammation in the body. And if you drink a carbonated drink with a meal, you will destroy the stomach acid that's there, and you will completely stop your body's ability to digest what you just swallowed. So you might as well not eat if you're going to drink a carbonated beverage with a meal, because the nutrition that you're going to be able to pull out of that food is nil. Remember, the food doesn't have all the nutrients that you need anyway, and you need strong and healthy stomach acid to digest it, but a carbonated beverage neutralizes your stomach acid. So the food in your stomach passes through undigested, and that is a big bad voodoo daddy. If you simply eliminate these 10 bad foods without doing any nutritional intervention whatsoever, no vitamins, no amino acids, no minerals, no essential fatty acids, nothing, you will feel an immediate difference. Well, not immediate. You will feel a difference within 4 weeks, and it will be remarkable. And you'll lose weight without even trying. This is not optional. It's mandatory. This is mandatory. And the beautiful thing about this program is when you follow this advice and stay away from these foods, you feel better. When you start eating them again, you feel worse. So it becomes a self-fulfilling discipline. It makes itself happen because nobody likes to feel pain. And if you continue to eat this crap, you will feel pain. Of course, you can get this list anytime you want, right there on the front page of the website. Fire Your MD Now. Just scroll down until you see the link. It's free. Everybody in your life needs to stop eating the 10 bad foods, period. Now, the last thing to talk about are antioxidants. Antioxidants are the fire department of your body, right? The police department of your body is your immune system. And everybody knows the immune system. You know, it kills viruses and bacteria and yeast and mold and bugs. It kills bad things. Well, your body has a fire department that puts out inflammation. The body uses antioxidants to fight inflammation. Antioxidants are measured by something called an ORAC score. The Triple Treat chocolate has 17,000 ORAC in one piece. Cell Shield RTQ has 8,000 ORAC in one capsule. The new supplement, Immortalium, our recommendation for antioxidant intake is between 20,000 and 100,000 ORAC of antioxidants a day. Between 20,000 and 100,000 ORAC a day. The more inflammation you have in your body, the more aches and pains, the more ORAC you need. As a general kind of baseline level that everybody needs every day to ensure optimal health and longevity, 20,000, baby. So if you do the Healthy Start Pack and one piece of Triple Treat chocolate, you will reach that goal. So it's not a bad idea, into the bargain, to add Triple Treat chocolate as part of your daily nutrient strengthening program. We don't want to just live long. We want to live strong and long. Lance Armstrong notwithstanding. The holistic perspective is everything. It's everything. And nobody understands it. You understand it now. You have a better take on it. You have a better purchase on it now, but nobody in your world understands it, especially the MDs. The holistic understanding of health is 180 degrees opposite to the MD's understanding, which is reductionism. It's 180 degrees opposite. It's simple to understand, it makes sense, and it resonates with truth because it's true. Your body is not a machine made of parts. Your body is a complex system of interrelated parts. Your body has a soul or a spirit. I don't care what you want to call it. Your body is endowed with a spiritual energy, which informs everything that happens to your body. Your body has intelligence. It is the intelligence of your body that regulates all of the automatic processes, all of the autonomic processes that happen in your body every millisecond of every day. This intelligence of the body lets your body know how to fix itself. Your body knows how to fix itself. When you cut your hand, do you have to tell your body what to do? No. It does it all by itself. All you have to do is keep it clean and get out of the way. All that we do, every day, all the time, teach people the simple system. Bring people into the undiscovered country of holistic health. Give the body what it needs. 90 essential nutrients. The appropriate healthy pack. Eliminate the 10 bad foods. Fill up on antioxidants to a minimum of 20,000 ORAC a day. And then tell everybody in your life what you're doing. Live long and prosper with longevity. But this is a very important thing to understand here. These concepts are simple, they're basic, they're elegant, and they work. So if somebody's got 5 or 6 complicated things, right? You know, they've got a blood sugar issue, they've got an arthritic problem, they're overweight. Just start somewhere. Start with 1 pack, appropriate for body weight. With selenium, not a bad idea. Eliminate the 10 bad foods, see how they do. And then as the digestion improves and the breathing improves, but the joints are still a little trouble, give some glucogel into the bargain to support and promote the structure and function of that. It's easy from the proper perspective. You've been convinced by 100 years of pharmaceutical profiteering that this is a complicated thing that only the doctor knows how to deal with. It's a lie. The happiest day of my life will be when nobody has any questions in the chat room. Because everybody gets it, everybody applies it, because it's easy. Ladies and gentlemen, you are the last best hope your community has, honest to God. Conventional reductionistic allopathic medicine has let us down. It's let us down hard. You are the last best hope your community has to live long, healthy, and, dare I say it out loud, wealthy lives. Imagine that. Do not be afraid about opening your mouth about longevity, because there was somebody at the gas station today right in back of you. There was somebody at Timmy Hortons in line right next to you. There was somebody at Starbucks standing right beside you that went to bed last night praying to God for help because they don't know what to do. Your community needs you more than you know. Change the world, one person at a time, with longevity. I'm Dr. Peter Glidden, your steadfast advocate for health. Now, what the heck are you doing? Go out there and spread the word. See you next time.